Welcome to Jaya Maths. Today our topic is in the set theory. The problem show that the set of all roots of the equation x power 4 is equal to 1 forms a group under multiplication. Already we discussed about what is the group. Group is nothing but it satisfies closure, associative, identity, inverse. Then that set is said to be a group. Then here x power 4 is equal to 1 having 4 roots. Why? Because it is a fourth order polynomial, so it has 4 roots. So what is the set of roots? X power 4 is equal to 1. Find the roots for this. X power 4 minus 1 is equal to 0. We can write this as x square plus 1 into x square minus 1 is equal to 0. X is equal to plus or minus I. X is equal to plus or minus 1 we are having. So the roots of x power 4 is equal to 1 are 1 minus 1 I minus I. 4 roots we got. So the set of these 4 roots satisfies the group properties. Okay, we have to show that the set of these 4 elements satisfies the 4 properties: closure property, associative, identity, inverse. So check here the composition table. With the multiplication we have to check. So 1 minus 1 I minus I, 1 minus 1 I minus y. Product we have to do 1 into 1, 1, 1 into minus 1, minus 1, 1 into I, 1 into minus I, minus I. Minus 1 into 1, minus 1, minus 1 into minus 1, that is the product of this 1. So minus 1 into I is minus I. So minus 1 into minus I is, it is minus 1 into minus I is plus I. Come to next row, I into 1, I into minus 1, that is minus I, multiply with minus 1, I into I square. So I square is equal to minus 1, I into minus I, that is minus I square which is equal to minus of minus 1, so that it will become as plus 1. Next, minus I into 1, that is minus I into minus 1, minus of minus plus I, minus I into I, that is minus I square will come. I square means minus 1, minus of minus plus 1. So next, minus I. So minus of minus plus I square, that is minus 1. So this is the composition table. By seeing this table itself we can say all the entries in the table are belongs to this G. So that G comma star is closed. Okay, then after this come to the associative property. For all A, B, C belongs to G, then A star, B star, C, A into B into C is equal to A into B into C. We had to show. How can we show? Take an example. For all the elements it will satisfy, but I am showing here only one of the example here. 1 into minus 1 into I. Whatever the elements you want you can take here, which is equal to minus I. Minus 1 into minus 1, that it is by product of this minus I. So minus I into 1 is minus I. Here 1 into minus 1 into I. So this is minus 1 into I is minus I. Both are equal. So that G comma into is associative. Next, come to identity. For any A belongs to G, 1 belongs to also G. So A star 1 is equal to, A into 1 is equal to A. So how can we say 1 is the identity? How can we say 1? We will take for all the elements 1. 1 into 1 is 1. Minus 1 into 1 is the same. A into 1 is A. 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 The same. For all the elements, A is 1, minus 1, I, minus I. For all A belongs to G. It is satisfying. So 1 is the identity element in G. Next, inverse. For A belongs to G, there exists B belongs to G, then A into B is equal to 1. Then A into B is equal to 1. Then what is the B value for all the elements we are finding here? 1 into 1 is equal to 1. Inverse of 1 is 1 only. Minus 1 into minus 1. So this is the B value. So minus 1 is the inverse of A. So that then only the identity element will come. So that inverse of minus 1 is minus 1. I into minus I, then only 1 will come. So minus I is the inverse of I. So then here minus I into I, then only here 1 will come. So I is the inverse of minus I. So inverse of minus I is I. So all the elements in G having the inverse elements. So here 1 minus 1 I minus I. Inverse elements are 1 minus 1 minus I, which are all belongs to G. So that all the elements in G having the inverse. Then hence here we can say it is closed, associative, identity, inverse. Therefore G is a group under multiplication. So ఈ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఒక పాలినామియల్కి డిఫరెంట్ కాంప్లెక్స్ రూట్స్తో వచ్చే పాలినామియల్ ఇది. ఈ పాలినామియల్కి వచ్చే రూట్స్తో వచ్చిన సెట్ అనేది గ్రూప్ అవుతుంది విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు మల్టిప్లికేషన్ అనేది చూపించడం ఒక డిఫరెంట్ ప్రాబ్లము. సో గ్రూప్స్లో ఇచ్చే ప్రాబ్లమ్స్లో ఇది కూడా ఇంపార్టెంట్ ప్రాబ్లం.